Klein. Let's hear it for Toby!
Okay. Well, hi everyone. So, my name is Toby, and for those of you that don't know, it's usually a boy's name. But I'm not going to complain, because it could be worse. It could be like my sister, Bruce. So I've actually been confused for a guy my entire life. Actually, when I was a freshman in college, I got paired with a guy roommate. And I was so upset. I was devastated until that first night when I realized he was great in bed. And I can't tell you how many people come up to me and say, "Oh, Toby, that's what I named my dog." It only gets really awkward when it's a guy that I'm dating and he says, "Oh, Toby, that's my dog's name." And I'm not going to be like super similar to his dog, but there are a lot of things I would do for peanut butter. So I'm a bartender and I work at a bar that closes really early in the morning, and it's my job to get these drunk people out of the bar. So I do a couple things. I turn the lights on really bright so they have to see themselves. I put on some Toby Keith, and then I change all the TVs from ESPN to Lifetime. I'm single, and the only person that's really concerned about that is my grandmother. And she's tried to set me up before, and she told me he was a really great guy, but I knew it wasn't going to work out when I had to go pick him up at the senior center. My grandmother loves being involved in my dating life, and she loves giving me advice before I go out on dates. She just wants me to impress the man of my dreams, and she always tells me these 3 things. You know, she always says, "Toby, keep your elbows off the table. Remember to chew with your mouth closed, and for God's sakes, keep your tits out of the soup." So I feel like homeless people don't appreciate anything anymore. I was passing a McDonald's. The other day, and there was a homeless guy sitting out in front, so I thought I would do a nice thing, and I went out and I got him a Big Mac. But when I gave it to him and he opened it up, he goes, "What's the matter with you? I can't eat this shit. I'm a vegan." My dad has this terrible habit of texting me that there's an emergency when there isn't any. So just to clear this up, Dad, it's okay if we're out of cheese. When I get home, I will help you find your slippers. And seriously, enough already with the heart attacks. I used to work at a zoo in Boston, and we get a lot of really stupid questions from guests. It was cold there, so a lot of people ask, "Oh, where do the animals go in the winter?" "Oh, we send them to a really nice zoo in Boca." People also always ask, "How do you feed the animals?" "Very carefully." But my favorite questions come from kids, and they'll always ask, "Oh, where are the unicorns?" And I say, "Take one of these, kid. They'll be everywhere." So I don't know if you guys are all familiar with this new term called Netflix and chill. And that's when somebody invites you over to watch Netflix, but they really want to have sex. And so I'm dating this guy, and I don't think he's familiar with the term, because when he invites me over to watch Netflix, he asks me to make popcorn and leave. I was passing a billboard the other day, and it was an advertisement for an exterminating company, and it read, "Remember that kid that used to burn ants with a magnifying glass? We hired him." And I was wondering how that would work for other companies. Say, McDonald's. "Remember that kid that used to pick his nose? We hired him." Or maybe your local mechanic. "Remember that kid that used to break into your car? We hired him." Or best, maybe your local masseuse parlor. Remember that girl from high school that gave really good hand jobs? So my best friend just got engaged. She was so excited. She told me that she said yes and her boyfriend sent her a picture of the ring. That's cute. When I said yes to a guy on Tinder, he sent me a picture of his dick. At least there was a ring on it. So, I hate when my girlfriends high five over stupid things. They'll be like, high five, I just met a really cute guy. Or, high five, I'm going on a second date. I'll be like, high five, the stick turned blue. Okay. Thank you guys, thank you for coming.
Toby Klein, come on. The stick turned blue. We've all been there. Right, sir?